is topping the charts while also lowering the bar. Rumor has it we'll see socket AM6 decades before we say goodbye to AM4. Microsoft really wants you to upgrade to Windows 11, but why? Intel said, I want to play too, and forced its way into the family photo with XeSS 2. The RX 9060 is battling Nvidia for the slowest GPU award, and AMD doesn't want you to have one. Do you? I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw space with a tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carry Rock. I need scissors. 61! It's time for Meta PC's news. Let's go. Oh my gosh, Microsoft is, they really want you on Windows 11. Like bad, like even if your PC can't handle Windows 11 apparently. Guess what? We've been offered upgrades to Windows 11 on PCs that don't even meet these requirements.
That's strange.
That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. One of two things, it's a bug or it's an exception. Some users have reported that their system theoretically had TPM 2.0, but was manually disabled before the update was offered. Whether Microsoft makes the distinction here, however, is questionable. So far, Microsoft has not deviated from strict hardware requirements for Windows 11. You even have a lot of people who are saying, you know what? Maybe I dabble with Linux. A ton of people. I did a video on my channel, whole ton of comments saying, yep, after I had to make the decision to go to 11, I said, maybe I'll give Linux a try. You had some people that had great success with it, others who couldn't get their audio drivers to work. So somewhere in between, I think, is where some people are sitting on that bet. Very interesting stuff. If we hear anything official about relaxed requirements, we'll let you know. But until then, just assume that TPM 2.0 is going to continue to be a requirement for your Windows 11 PC.
I've been trying to tell them to give Linux a shot. It's very similar to the layout of Windows 10. It's very easy to move over right now.
Phil, are you going to move over to Linux?
No.
No, he's not. What else we got? Now, Intel's struggling big time as a company. However, this, you gotta give them some props for this. This is kind of cool. The Intel XeSS 2 support has expanded outside of just Intel GPUs. We're getting some AMD and Nvidia support featuring shader model 6.4 support. Developers, it's up to you at this point. As of now, there's an update for XeSS 2. We found this inside of the SDK, version 2.1.0, with the primary change, guess what? Big news! Support for non-Intel GPUs.
I'm on a 30 series card, so I don't get DLSS 4 and frame gen. So
might be huge for you.
This could be good for me.
Intel's already confirmed that cross-vendor support for XeSS 2 requires shader model 6.4. So that means GTX 10 series and newer, or Radeon RX 5000 series and newer, compatible.
I hardly know her.
Newer? I just met her. Game devs, got to update their libraries with the newer XeSS, and hopefully this adds a little bit of pressure for Nvidia, who has yet to open up scaling and frame gen to AMD and Intel, and probably won't.
Last week we were talking about the 5050 beating out the 1080 Ti.
Crazy stuff.
If we have support for XeSS on the 1080 Ti, could it beat a 5050?
Could it? There's only one way to find out.
Put them in a ring and make them fight.
And make them fight. Till the death. We have a hardware leaker, Chilled Dog. We know this guy. This guy's great. He's got all the connections with those motherboard manufacturers. He's got all the scoop. He's claiming that AMD is preparing to launch a Ryzen CPU that's based on the Zen 5 architecture with a higher TDP than current models and a bigger L3 cache. Say what?
Say, oh, what?
What? According to the leak, 2 models are planned. Both are based on the Zen 5 architecture, and you have some increased cache as well. You have an 8-core version, 120 watt TDP, and a 96 megabyte L3 cache. Really similar to the 9800 X3D. Are we looking at a 9700 X3D by chance? Now, the 16-core version, that's what everyone's wondering about.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, you at home, you're like, tell me more about that 200 watt TDP, which is 30 watts higher than my beloved 9950 X3D in my computer.
What?
It's crazy. It allegedly includes 192 megabytes of L3 cache.
Oh, that's how.
Ooh, crazy. A dual CCD layout, each with 32 megabytes standard cache and 64 megabytes of 3D cache. This is interesting.
Better, faster, harder,
Stronger, yeah, and this digs into it as well. AMD may have decided, or could be still evaluating, the possibility, and this is crazy, of launching its first desktop Ryzen CPU with dual 3D cache dies. What does that mean? A lot of times users have to toggle between gaming and non-gaming modes, which is disabling one chiplet during certain workloads, right? So this may eliminate that need, which would be kind of interesting for AMD to come out with a dual 3D cache die. Very interesting. Thanks, Chilled Dog.
Chilled Dog is pretty cool.
Great name. I like that the L's are ones in his name. That's like, that's so unique.
This is a new card from MSI. I say new with air
Sure.
quotes because this design has been out for a while, and it's a design that I hate.
You don't like this?
I don't like this design.
Someone hates grating cheese, and his name is Jared. MSI has updated the Expert series for the 50 series lineup, and it comes with a built-in cheese grater.
Yay.
Look at that, that's kind of fun. Push-pull, dual fan cooler design, and what a lot of people really like about these cards, except for Jared, who doesn't like this card at all, is that this series, no ARGB lighting, no OLED panels, no anime design.
Wait, no screens?
No screens. What are we even doing here?
How am I gonna play Doom on this GPU if it doesn't have a screen?
What are you gonna do? This is a clean and professional design, and it's aimed at content creators while retaining a distinctive cooling solution. Kind of it's like almost a more beefed up looking Founders card type of vibe that you're seeing there. Built around MSI's Flow Frozer 2 solution. So you have a dual fan, push-pull airflow vapor chamber for direct heat transfer from the GPU and RAM. And what is really cool about this card though, you can grade cheese.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say the square core pipes, but yeah, no, you could definitely get cheese with this.
Just cheese. A big old block of cheese.
You could get those calluses off your feet too with this if you really wanted to.
Oh yeah, you could probably do that. A little pedicure action with the GPU.
We cannot get this card in Jared's hands. Gosh, the hits just keep on coming.
Wait, but first,
let me take a selfie. Boy, that's a good selfie. Look at those handsome boys making a news show. Is this the time that we beg for you to subscribe to this channel that we work so hard on? Please. Every week we come in here and we ask you nice, not that one, this one. Oh, both of them actually, but also this one. Hit subscribe, make sure you can keep up on the news and all the cool stuff we have going on the channel. Don't miss out on it.
yeah.
Click that button. AMD hints that Intel might have lost the CPU game.
No, I just lost the game.
No! Things have gone wrong at Intel in so many different ways. Aside from maybe the B580, that's a pretty cool card.
Yeah.
The company struggled to compete and began mocking AMD's glued chiplet design, calling it unfeasible for the current market. Well, guess what? You done goofed. That was wrong. Intel also faced delays in shipping CPUs and often failed to offer viable alternatives to AMD's lineup. As a result, AMD's Ryzen X 3D series now leads the way. And also, you've got a lot of laptops now being paired. It used to be Intel CPUs, and a lot of these laptops now, you got 5090 GPUs in those laptops paired with Ryzen processors now. Do we even have to talk about Threadripper? My goodness gracious.
No.
The EPYC 9005, world's best CPU for enterprise, cloud, and of course, our beloved AI. 4th gen AMD.
All hell the AI over.
All hell AI. I think you're great. Don't kill me. 4th gen AMD EPYC CPUs, an Instinct GPU, world's fastest supercomputer. The AI Max, next gen AI, 9950X3D, that's my processor. That's the one I have at home. World's fastest desktop processor for gaming and content creation, the 9955HX3D. Processor for laptops, world's fastest. Also, the semi-custom silicon, which we're talking about in the Xbox and PlayStation, they're crushing there too. They just can't lose right now.
No.
So what's their biggest achievement? I'd like to know what you guys think down below. Now, personally, I'm a little biased. I think it's the 9950X3D.
It's really good.
It's really good. Now, on the Intel side, they're trying to find some footing. Panther Lake CPU delays are reported due to 18A process manufacturing flaws and low chip success rates. End of year launch, not looking super likely. 3 times too many defects to be made in large amounts, which of course messes up when you're trying to launch a new chipset at the end of the freaking year.
Defects high score, is that good?
Is that a good thing? This trouble is a direct hit to Intel's own plans for making more CPUs. Not fixing the issue means losing ground for the company, which is not great. So AMD doing really well. Intel really struggling, and their credit rating got downgraded too. I mean, just
Intel, I've been playing a lot of Balatro recently, as Zach has.
Sure, great game.
Great game, love the game. So I think you should look at your defect mult and then try to lower that.
Lower the mult, defect mult. Is there a joker that Intel could play to save the day here?
There's got to be one. Omar, if you play Balatro, give us the right joker to save Intel.
This joker, Balatro style, could save Intel. Just play it. Battlefield 6 is an AMD game. Ryzen 7 9800X3D left the Core i9-14900K in the dust in Battlefield 6 early streamer tests. Both systems had a 5080, but the 3D V-Cache system, roughly 30% faster. Woo boy! Popular Twitch streamer Brusky who went to social media and said, let me show you this game's average performance. He's running 1440p, got over 300 FPS on a setup that had the 9800X3D and a 5080 graphics card. Both obviously great components. Upon this foundation was 32 gigabytes of DDR5 memory, which explains this insane total system latency that the streamer was able to achieve. The game's still
like
under budget.
6-7 millisecond latency. That's great.
Woo, that's a quick boy. 300 FPS, modern blockbuster title. That's some good stuff. We like to see that. Now, in the same thread, this Twitch streamer mentioned that their friend had an Intel Core 9 14900K and the same exact 5080 GPU, and they were short about 110 FPS compared to the 9800X3D, signaling that the extra L3 cache in the AMD CPU did really freaking well. Now, there were no screenshots or anything like that, but if you just take a look at those numbers, boy, it's hard not to be impressed, isn't it?
It really is. I can't wait to play Battlefield 6.
Can't wait. Guys, Battlefield fan, if you were excited for Battlefield 6, leave a like on the video.
Yeah, we need to find out how many people
were into it.
Is that video of a Night Reaper system with gameplay?
I've seen that before.
It's Battlefield 6 on the screen.
How is it even playing that? Well, I guess to find out, you'd have to go to this video's sponsor, MetaPCs.com. Check it out. At the website, we have Night Reapers in stock and a bunch of other systems ready to ship the very next business day. You're looking for a new PC, custom, pre-built, ready to go, whatever you're looking for, just go to MetaPCs.com. Even if you're not looking at buying today, what could it hurt to click the link? Click live chat. Look, there's Drew. He's ready to talk to you. Tell Drew he has a beautiful beard. Okay, MoreClockTool tool. This is a new paid tool that has been released, and it enables premium overclocking and tuning for Radeon RX 6000 GPUs. That's kind of cool. Now, this developer behind the original MoreClockTool utility for Radeon graphics cards released version 2.0, and it's available as a standalone Windows application. It's built from the ground up. You got modern UI. MCT 2.0 introduces a wide range of tuning options for Radeon RX 6000 series and newer GPUs. The app allows adjustments to power limits, clock speeds, voltage, memory timings, and those fan curves.
Now, this thing is really expensive, so if you have an AMD card, I'm really sorry, guys. It looks like you're gonna have to shell out at least, what, $2.89?
Yeah, that's right, $2.89 on the Microsoft Store.
Seeing that it's $289 that's just supporting a creator of a software that you use at this point. Like, that's a good buy.
Yeah, which there's not a whole ton of people making custom software for GPUs like this. So, you know, if this is something that interests you, shell out the under $3, you know? Intel reportedly also planning dual large cache CPUs. Looks like everyone's playing the game here. The company has added a new SKU featuring 2 big last level caches, BLLCs, baby, which is essentially Intel's version of the 3DV cache. Previously, only a single BLLC design has been rumored, which implied an increase in total cache beyond 140 megabytes. The new configuration reportedly pushes that number past 200 megabytes, though sources suggest this could still change. Preliminary info coming out here. Asymmetry in heterogeneous cache could lead to performance degradation if not handled correctly. This is also like a tricky play as well, because you don't want to release something that's going to be unstable and have problems, but there's clearly a rush to market to try to make this dual cache thing happen. So now neither the dual X3D nor the dual BLLC designs have been officially confirmed. Both are rumors, baby. AMD might be closer, based on what we've talked about so far in the show, to launching the product.
Intel has been pushing off releases so much that I think this is going to be pushed off until well after the new AMD chip is out.
Yeah.
So might not be great for them.
Get something out. Get something out good.
Zach, how long do you think that we're gonna have the AM4 socket? That thing just doesn't die.
I think I will be on my deathbed as an 80-year-old man. My daughters will say, Dad, can we have the brand new AM4 desktop you just built? And I'll say, hell no.
Do we need AM6?
Apparently so. AMD's next-gen AM6 socket is gonna feature over 2,100 pins and may support AM5 coolers. That'd be kind of cool.
Hey, that means you can keep your cooler.
That's
keep your Galahad. You don't have to replace it.
Yeah, keep that Galahad. The site claims the pin density will be even higher than AM5, and the socket will support the Zen 7 architecture. Many believe that the launch of AM6 will be tied to availability of DDR6 memory, which this platform is expected to support. The unusual shape of the integrated heat spreader, which is the IHS, allowed AMD to avoid sacrificing internal space for logic components underneath the heatsink area. As of now, AMD is committed to supporting AM5 beyond 2025 and AM4 beyond 2055. No one laughed.
Ha!
Nice, good stuff. We still got it, boys.
Sorry, I was dissociating.
However, there are ongoing discussions regarding DDR5 memory spec updates, which may require some motherboard revisions. Hopefully you only need a firmware update though. We'll see.
The person watching this right now, Jeff, we're looking at you.
Jeff.
You haven't hit the button.
It's that one.
Hit the button, Jeff.
Hit them both. Subscribe and buy. Could be kind of fun. AMD Radeon RX 9060 to feature 18 gigabit per second, 8 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory. Spoiler alert, we'll talk about this later. You won't be able to buy this. AMD's moving forward with plans to launch the Radeon RX 9060, which should not be confused. Please don't confuse it. I beg of you not to confuse it. I could see how you could confuse it with the RX 9060 XT 8 gigabyte card.
Wait, so that's the same thing, right?
No, Phil. Well, the main difference lies in clock speeds. The RX 9060 features 2400 megahertz game clock and 2990 megahertz boost clock, which are 130 megahertz and 140 megahertz lower than the XT model, respectively. Memory speed also reduced. 18 gigabit per second modules. There were some leaks that came out on this card that had to be revised because it was coming out at 20 gigabit per second. Guess what? You're not gonna get that. You're gonna get the 18 instead. Memory bandwidth is reduced to 288 gigabit per second, around 10% lower than the 9060 XT. The 9060 has been officially introduced. It comes with confirmed board power of 132 watts. This 9060, not coming to the DIY market. You're likely not gonna see it on the shelves at Micro Center. Where are you going to see it? I would imagine Costco, Best Buy,
Walmart.
Walmart.
Party.
You'll probably, at any one of those locations, you'll probably see pre-built start to trickle out with these cards in them because that's really what the target is on that.
I love the business model of AMD in graphics cards because they're like, hey, Nvidia, you go low, we'll go lower.
We'll go lower. We can beat you on this.
AMD is the king of limbo in GPUs. How low can you go?
We hit a crazy milestone that I did not expect. So we went live. We're going to do more live streaming here on the channel. We are up to 99 members on the channel. You get behind the scenes footage, videos that nobody else gets to see on the channel. And it's a fun way for your comments to be highlighted on our videos so we know to interact with you.
Get a nice little badge that makes us notice you.
That means you're cool. We're going to call out some of the members that have joined. Thank you guys so much for joining the Backstage Pass. We have Tutorial in English who joined. We have DJ King. We have Arafall, Sus, Ruby Rex, and the Castle 7. Oh, also, can't forget about Red Fox. Thank you, Red Fox. Look at all these guys. The Beard of Knowledge is here as well. The Beard of Knowledge. We love the Beard of Knowledge. Beard of Knowledge, great guy. Let's look at some people that have been with us for a while. No TX Chris. 6 months as a member. No TX Chris, we can always count on you. Banana Pink Goose. Ryan Gilpatrick.
He works here.
He works here. Guys, thank you so much for joining the MetaPCs members here on the channel. Make sure you go check out the website at metapcs.com. If you're not subscribed yet, do that as well. And most importantly, have a great freaking weekend, guys. We'll see you next time.